Hello, everyone. Metal Levite Alex here with our next new game of the season, Metro Exodus, inspired by Metro 2030, the novel Metro 2035 by Dmitry Glukovsky. Yes. Oh, I've been waiting for this game for so long. So very long. Okay. Just to bring y'all into this. I previously streamed both the first and second Metro games some time ago, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. Canon playthroughs for both of them. And when Exodus was announced, I had to be there. I had to be there for this game, and I was so excited to see a new game. And so for those who would like to who are not in the know, Metro is a series set in a post-apocalyptic future where, you know, the nuclear war happened, and we play as one of the last surviving survivors in Russia that originally were hiding under the Metro, skulking out a living, or trying to anyway. And it was an interesting mix of a lot of things, of horror from, you know, supernatural to even, you know, mutants and stuff. So it was very good. Plus it had a lot of survival horror elements, such as keeping track of your bullets and how much air you have in your mask when you journey up into the nuclear weight surface. And it was a very good series. Good gameplay, good monster design, good everything. And of course the games had double endings, so they had like extra replay value. But I played the canon endings for both games previous, in which games you play as a character named Artyom, who sadly never talked in either game, which for me was lost potential. And in both those two games, we were, for all intents and purposes, stuck in the Moscow Metro, or subway, occasionally coming up to the surface, and you fought not only monsters, but even communists and Nazis, which decided to ring their ugly heads up again. Which is weird, because, you know, Nazis were German, not Russian, but anyway. And from what I understand, the story is taking place out of the Metro with Artyom and company trying to find a new life outside of it, especially after the events of the first two games, of which I did playthroughs of, and you can watch if you're curious. And so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. Wireless controller speaker, no, I don't care for that. Game options, crosshair, hints, markers, subtitles. Wait, there's QTEs. Well, tap says that's what it is. So I'll leave it at tap. And, so yeah. Long time. Looking forward to seeing what they do with Exodus 4A games. You know, what do they do with the guns? What do they do with the overall survival mechanics? Will Artyom talk? How will the endings be riddled with means of ways that give it an alternate? You know, how are the endings going to be? Will it be fair, or will there be bullshit that makes them silly? I don't know. But let's jump into it. All aboard. Okay, so we got the 4 difficulties: easy, normal, ranger, hardcore. I'll do normal. And there's no survivor or Spartan difficulty to go along with it. Nope, just one setting.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world.
Not anymore.
We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it.
The bombs fell. And now they're underground. What's left of them.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burnt, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering.
We
We
keep
tried
going.
to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits.
Nope. Nazis, communists, monsters, and the rest of us on the middle.
In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life. And I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
A signal? Yeah, because in Metro 2035, he was looking for radio contact. From what I remember of Dishonored Wolf's review of the book. I need to read the Metro books. And it would make sense that there would be other survivors out there, outside the big cities. Few in numbers, but still. I mean, there's likely people surviving in America, other parts of Europe and Asia, not just Moscow. Oh, the winter's returned. Ugh. playing as our old buddy Artyom. Graphics look good so far. Careful, buddy. We just started. So supposedly, we're trying to find a way out of the metro, skulk out new life. That also makes me wonder, are we ever gonna see the Dark Ones again? Okay, so this is a bit similar. Huh. Light. Time. Now, I don't know if the game is running at 30 frames per second or 60. I hope it's 60. Oh, I hear monsters. Burn the cobwebs. Yeah, spiders. Nice fire effects. So we start out in the field instead of voices. Voices of the dead. So we don't start off in human habitation like we did in the previous two games. We're already in the thick of it. Oh, what's this? Huh. A magazine for the shotgun. Oh, we're already customizing weapons. We've only haven't barely even started it yet. We've barely even started it. Oh, would you look at that? I can actually see my feet. A first-person shooter in modern day that I can actually see my lower half. Whatever next? Yeah. Halo did it. One or two other games probably did it. I never understood why every other first-person shooter from the COD series to frickin' Doom 2016 never did it. Like, come on. Uh-oh. Voices. Rats. Rats likely running away from something. No salvage yet. Um... QTE tap. That's what it was. So it's like there's quick time events, but you can choose how you want them to be. That's interesting. Whoa! Damn, no solaces. So we got a checkpoint still. Wait a minute. Quick save and quick load. They actually did it. They added being able to save game whenever we want. Granted, it's a quick save, not a true save load system, but I'll take it. Right in the head. New note. Half-torn notebook. August 11th, we've arrived. So far, so good. Just a couple of rats. The guys are unloading the trolley. August 12th, not enough people to cover the old roadblocks. Kolya went to get some more volunteers, but for now, we'll just cover the platform and the airlock. It looks like Mikhailych isn't going to finish the repairs anytime soon. Editor, you forgot the 2. The mechanism is rusted solid. August 13th. Shot a couple of watchmen. The beasts go outside on notice under the steps. Cunning fuckers. The airlock drive is dead. Mikhailych says he can't promise anything. We're running short on filters. Time to improvise. Guess we'll just weld the gate shut with a sheet of metal and think later. August 14th. Yeah, the watchmen, they're those giant rat-like monsters that howl like wolves. There's a stampede of watchmen up there. They haven't attacked yet, but still, Kolya brought the welding apparatus, but we can't even start the work. As soon as we make the slightest noise, they start howling up there. For now, we decided on setting up some traps. Not care. Full on ammo, huh? Barrel on the Shambler looks a little shorter than I remember. Come on, you beasties. Right in their head. Aw, the heads don't explode. I was kind of hoping that they would go more out there with the gore effects. You know, you shoot the monster in the head with a shotgun, their head explodes. You know, kind of like you would blowing up the zombies in Resident Evil 2. Shoot their heads enough, they explode. But no, they didn't do it. They skipped out on that. That sucks. I would have liked a bit more visceral effects to how the monsters get killed. Skull looks a little flat there. Well, you can't do everything, right? Oh, come on, Artyom, make the jump. Make the jump, you idiot. Well, he's as slow as ever. Machine gun. Can't use it, sadly. Uh-oh. Get in, boy. Get in. Oh, no. Oh, right in the mouth. So those are watchmen.
Whoa! It's Artyom! Artyom? Artyom! What the hell? He's hurt! Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
They redesigned the watchmen yet again. I didn't recognize them.
Move! It's nighttime at the station. Don't worry. I got it! Open up! Go! Here comes Spartans. Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top. Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now? Left, across the square! Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, leave him alone. I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now?
Are they from Kratos? I'll accept no substitutes. Oh, Anna.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel.
She looks good.
There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The
Oh,
Order
Miller.
is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
Still old Iron Miller.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please. Promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Anna looks good.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but People are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Ah, there's our product placement. So the more he goes out there, the more irradiated he gets, and that's bad for him. Yeah, speak...
Job or no job if they keep doing that. Well, not everyone can stand being cooped up down here. And why not? It's what's kept us alive up to now. And how long do you think that's going to last? How many kids are there in the station? In the whole metro? Who will be left here in 10 years?
Not many. Patient file Artyom Chiornij. I cannot speak Russian. Oh, now we know his last name. Born March 31st, 2009. Blood type AB4RH+. Admitted on... Come on, it's the third time. Diagnosis... Radiation sickness relapse. Slight form approximate dose 1 to 1.5 GI. Prognosis favorable. Treatment: blood transfusion 0.5K. 3-week Kali iodidum. PO, bed rest. No going to the surface for a year at least.
Yes. We'll be lucky if we make it halfway there. No antibiotics, no suture there. Which is why we can't afford to have our best fighters taking unnecessary risks. What will we do if all the Spartans come down with radiation poisoning like Artyom and the Nazis try something?
That's exactly why they go up there. They know we can't solve anything by hiding in our holes. The stores are running out. There's fewer of us and more of the mutants. And those keep getting larger, stronger, and smarter by the day. Sooner or later, they will crush us. Sure, there's nowhere else to go, but maybe something up there could help us.
Yeah, we're down here in a hole, running out of resources more and more by the day. Like, how long are you gonna stay down there? You gotta get out at some point. And yeah, that was one of the big critiques with Metro last night that even I had. The romance with Artyom and Anna, that you weren't with her nearly enough for it to be built up into anything viable, and when it happened, it was sudden. Again, I didn't hate it, not at all, but I get what they were trying to go for, but they didn't pace it out far enough, so hopefully that is more than made up for in this game with more screen time.
I'm not sure what could possibly be worth endangering themselves for like this. But who knows? Maybe they found some secret maps in D6 that point to a storage unit of some kind.
Yeah, D6, it was that old Russian bunker with all the weapons and bio-disease shit that was in there. And, yeah, we had to defend against a horde of communists until the Dark Ones came and saved our ass.
Something that will save us. I don't know.
I doubt there is any magical salvation out there. What could possibly have survived on the surface after all these years? The only real solution would be total evacuation. But where would we go?
So, what are you proposing?
I say we all just off ourselves here quietly. I have no idea, really. I don't think anyone does. But hey, at least they're trying.
Yes. If not them, then who?
Yeah. Tricky spot. Wait a minute, do we not have the journal anymore? Like, I'm pressing the, the touchpad, like before.
Uncle Artyom, don't worry. I believe you. Will you take me with you when you find the clean place outside?
Poor kid.
Artyom, stop putting delusions into his head. I don't want him going crazy like you. He can't even sleep since you told him all those silly stories. Is that supposed to make him better? Please, leave my son alone.
I'd believe you, but my character still, for whatever reason, cannot talk. Come on, Foray. Let the man speak, for God's sakes. That's one of the big things I required for this game. Artyom talking.
I left the order, and now nobody gets to decide for me. As for Artyom...
Enough. Artyom this, Artyom that. It's like a broken record. Had the guys not made it in time, you'd be a widow now.
Stop it!
No, you stop it. There's a comfortable flat waiting for you to invoice. A far cry from this.
What do you mean, leave her behind?
Exactly that. And it's time you stop thinking only about yourself. You know how short we are on veteran fighters. With your experience, you too must teach the recruits. You could save lots of lives that way. I'm so tired of explaining this to you.
Dad, I won't come back without Artyom, and he...
Anna, this is madness.
Yes, I know it is. Spending so much time on the surface is suicide. Yes, I don't want to lose my husband to radiation. I hate him for killing himself out there like that every day. But what if you consider, even for 1 second, that Artyom was right? What if he did hear that signal? Would you ever forgive yourself if we let the chance go? The chance to come back to real life. To raise our children outside with sun shining on them. Real sun, Dad. I know I wouldn't.
All right, let's talk it over once more with Artyom. I must say, though, that even if he did hear some signal, that's not necessarily a good thing. We'll talk about it later, but not in a public space.
Deal.
Old Iron is reluctant to go out there, and oh, Anna, she's trying to be. She doesn't want to go lead troops again. She wants to be a dedicated wife for Artyom. Yep, she's wife material, definitely. Well, we're getting no flashes of morality points, so.
I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you all right? You gave us a scare, brother. Artyom, how are you, friend? I see you're all right. This calls for a celebration.
Artyom. A few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you're
are the
your
nurses
usual
in the
self,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Would you just stop crowding him?
Brother.
Back, Artyom.
Привет,
All
Artyom.
right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Huh, new characters.
Oh, it's official. I knew it. So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom.
New characters. This will be interesting. 1 week later. And he's back at it again.
And? More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking.
Yeah, you don't want to be made unable to breathe or anything.
Yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please.
Yep, the old demons are back.
Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead.
Ugh. That sucks.
We took our time. Time to replace our filters.
Oh, we've gone from Shambler to
Come on,
Kalashnikov.
replace your filter. Haven't you spent enough time in the sick bay?
Alright.
We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Father will kill me if he finds out I went out with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone.
Hansa. Haven't been in there in a long time. Well, the Kalashnikov looks detailed as fuck.
Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
Yeah, probably not too good.
Here, now. There's just no way anything can live up here. But
had to scare a demon away. It was getting too comfortable here.
Dusty Diary, July 6, 2013. Too late. Shura went to buy food. I was going to roll the chair onto the balcony to have some fresh air when the civil defense broadcast started. Crowds outside, everyone's running somewhere. Missiles are flying. Flashes blinded me even with the curtains down. I still see green spots everywhere. I hope Shura made it to the metro. I thought I was done for, but it looks like I still have some time. It's night. The streets are empty and silent. Just sirens blaring everywhere. And there's this green fog everywhere, and it's fluorescent, or it's just my eyes. Phone's dead. Radio 2. Shura, my dear, I pray you're all right. I don't feel good. Very weak. Goodbye, Shura. Died of radiation poisoning in her own apartment. Not long after the bombs fell, apparently.
Should come back to the Order. We'll move to Bolus. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower.
Kitchen and shower both sound pleasant. Can't have a home without either of them.
Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Your turn now. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that?
Yeah, mannequins. Whoa! Holy crap, the guns sound powerful. Kinda shook up, darling.
Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here.
Tolik, if you find shopping list. Tolik, if you find that bookstore, look for these. Radio Amateur's Guide, 1970. Radio for Teenagers, 1979. Build Your Own Radio, 1955. How to Build a Detector Receiver, 1950. Radio reception, simple AM receivers, 1967. Radio in the rural areas, 1963. Radio in the field, 1964. We don't need anything fancier. There are no components anyway, so we'll have to build it from pencil leads and empty tins. Doesn't seem much of a radio. Yeah, with all the stations gone, the only thing they can communicate with that isn't television is radio. Seriously, the AK-47 sounds way beastly than it did at Last Light. I love it. I love it when games with guns actually give oomph to the guns. You know, they actually sound loud and powerful. They don't sound like a weak toy like they do in a lot of other games. I still love that I can see Artyom's feet. Still wish he actually talked, though.
A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us.
Hey.
I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae? Hey, John! I'll cut.
No. I want to let them pass. Like, no game. I don't want to do that. Frickin' Pavel gave me that info last time. I'm gonna quick save just in case.
A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us.
Really? No.
I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. So, the pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass?
Let them pass.
Wait it out.
Ow.
Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack.
Yup. Suicide to fight all of them.
Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that.
An APC. Demon up there. Where'd Anna go? Oh, there she is. I lost track of her. Kinda hard to see with all the snow. Snow and rubble.
Come up now. I got you. Did you hear that up here? Something large falling. At least it was far away.
Demon, likely.
Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. What the? Artyom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right?
It's a train.
A train! A damn train on the surface! Where?
Yeah, who's driving it? Where'd he get it? And it was a steam engine, too.
Shit, what do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it?
Yes.
Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train, too. Let's join them!
Hey, come on! Get inside!
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did! Come on, get in!
Let's go catch a train. What? What just happened? I think we got kidnapped.
You should have checked first, assholes. Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for that.
What's going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
Wait a minute. I just remembered. Weren't there a couple of people in Last Light that said that they picked up signals from St. Petersburg? Or was that, like, right when the war started and they headed over and St. Petersburg was completely turned to rubble? I don't know. Well, I'm surprised they only now realize people's out there, like, they completely missed them. Eh. So they're from Hansa.
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
They won't be needing any now.
What? What just happened?
He could have lived. Let's go.
Hansa was a bandit city, right? Or a neutral one, at least. Well, this sucks. We need a mask. Quickly. Get it, you fool! I'm not doing anything. The game's doing it itself. Well, shit. A dumping ground. Well, this sucks. Abducted. Our men... like, freaking... Oh, there's a... It's a demon. A young demon. Yeah. Our men completely hijacked and taken over by bandits from Hansa. This sucks. Sucks. Train. crumpled letter. Seroja, we made it. We can drive almost to Romanskoye. Just stay away from the highway. They skipped out on the translation again. It's all blocked from scrap. From there, you'd have to walk, of course, at least from across the ring road. This place is alive, all right. The guys I have in their army are healthy as bulls. They're taking us to a filtration camp, but I don't think they'll keep us there long. Couple of days tops, then they'll find some work for us. I already heard the guards talking of being short on hands. I say, you guys drop everything and come over here. I'll get everything ready. I'll send this letter as soon as I can. Dad. Well, we found them, and we missed a letter. Well, I think we found the boy. Demons. So they start off as little ones, eventually becoming adults. Well, would you look at that? Now that is a steam engine. No tender either. I wonder what model it is. It doesn't have a tender like most big engines, so I'm guessing it must be a special model.
What did we forget here, I wonder? Doesn't look like we're going to get much of anything from guarding this place. Safe from trouble.
No gun. No gun.
Damn watchman broke through. The workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained on the opening. If anything comes through, shoot.
Locked.
What's that noise?
Should send a group there to seal the exit. And pick up their remains.
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
There's our ride out of here. Oh, that sound. Like music to my ears.
his head.
I knew I could expect anything from the old-timer, but shouting at the captain? That's too much.
Isn't he just drunk out of his mind? All the train drivers make moonshine. They always have fire going there after all.
Oh, shut up. If life hit you as hard as it hit that man, you'd fucking hang yourself.
What happened to him?
His daughter died. And she was the reason he took the damn job. Fearing shooting squads and their prey.
As good a job as any.
For an ass like you, maybe. But not for that old-timer. He has principles, you see.
Well, he should have stayed true to them. Maybe then his daughter would still be alive.
That's exactly what he did. But his daughter had TB, untreatable. And our guys told him they'd cure her. That's how he got hooked, as he told me. First, they had him transport railroad repair crews. And then switch to the Sharon route. He took issue, but was reminded of his daughter.
So now he has nothing to fear.
So now, he has nothing to live for. God forbid you ever outlive your children, boy. God forbid.
I understand.
Defend you. All right, let's just shut up for now.
So what operation are they running here?
Enough of your whining, you old fuck!
You're heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. How can they? What can I do? Mutant? Watchman!
I'm human, you idiot.
Human? But how did you... Oh my god. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her.
Yeah, I want my wife, damn it.
All right. I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation.
Uh-oh.
I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back.
Sneak in, he says.
Don't rush, though. If they notice you, we're both done for.
Nothing else in here.
Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them. Turn the lights off.
Oh, Yermak, are you through your bout of conscience? The hell is happening? The fucking breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs at the generator, Sergeant. Move crouched. It's quieter that way.
Oh, you turned quite civil again, Yermak. So you can use your head after all.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
You can't follow me. Take that ladder instead.
That's what I was thinking. Yermak.
Better fix this line here. Come on, move it. You old bag of bones.
You'll have to take him down. Can you do it quietly?
What's with that mumbling?
Closer. Silent takedown. Nice to see they brought that back.
Ah, Yermak. Time to fit that pine jacket, huh? Yeah. Get.
Oh, they even brought back the old music tones.
Wait a moment. Wait. He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door. Try distracting him. Look, there's some garbage around. Throw some.
Garbage.
Great. Now throw it. I hope the noise distracts him. Well done.
So throw garbage to distract them. That's new.
Go through. Come on. This system supplies air for the command center. It's not that large, actually. Wait for the moment and go through. I will, of course, do what I can, but I'm not much of a fighter, as you could guess. Good luck to you.
Be careful, old timer.
Don't you think your dad is in on it all? He's training our people. Who could do it better?
What is this place? What are those towers? Why did you put my Artyom? Why?
Nobody wanted him dead. You two would get some lashes and be given back to me. Why did that idiot have to stick his nose into this, huh? You'd better shut up if you don't want a bullet too. Shut up!
She's nice, but Anna's better. Hands off my wife. Ugh.
Oh my God! You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Well, I'll be damned.
Take this, bitch!
Don't move.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We are at war! One death won't be enough for you now.
What is this
Give us
equipment?
it. This is the universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us.
Are you joking?
This fucking sucks.
Do you hear that, Artyom? You were right all along. Do you see?
Yeah, what I'd like to know is...
It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my God.
all over the place.
Because the war is still going on, and you behave like fucking kids.
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
Don't shoot. I'm with him. I'm with you. You have to run.
Run. Uh-oh. Official note, outgoing number 253, 11-2, top secret, to Lieutenant Colonel Ryleev, head of supply depot. In reply to requests from 23.03, I can report that the number of personnel at the external perimeter's radio jamming station is, as of 1.02, 4,786 people, 3,857 of which number are special guard detail personnel to be supplied with extra means of individual protection. 723 are maintenance workers and 206 are command personnel. Deputy Head of Special Department, Major Stroin. So, there's been a hidden cabal of people keeping the radios dead from silent, jammed, so no one else, so we can't hear anyone outside, and no one out there can hear us. Because the war is still going on, apparently, despite the apocalypse happening. Ugh. I mean, come on, you pretty much blew up the whole world with nukes. Don't you think the last thing on your mind would be just keep shooting? More, I'd be trying to get everyone back on top, if you know what I mean. Yeah, England, South America, America, and elsewhere.
Hurry, Artyom!
I can't have his gun.
Is this yours? They just left it sitting there.
Revolver, it'll do.
We must get out before they recover.
And a knife.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go.
Who are you?
Artyom, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, then God willing, I'll get you out of here. So I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope...
He had a daughter. We heard the guards.
Artyom, I see the enemy. Give me a boost. Can't really see well with the snowstorm. Don't forget your visibility gauge, Artyom.
Visibility gauge.
Don't move too fast and don't come out into the light. You'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice.
So, all this time, there's been survivors, and we've been kept from knowing that. Okay, we got our Kalashnikov, revolver. Can't save right here. Okay, I'm going to take a break and come back in a bit. So far, still too early in the game to say how dissimilar this will be from the previous games, but so far it seems to have mostly a lot of old stuff so far. I haven't found any golden bullets. I'm guessing did they get rid of that? Because if we're going outside the metro, that would make sense that it would no longer be considered currency since, well, since out there nobody uses the same currency anymore as us. So yeah, so now we gotta get out of here, more or less. So I'm gonna take a small one and be back in a little bit. Hope y'all will enjoy this one.